I know when I mention the word credit listing or CRB, short-term lenders, scrupulous, fraudulent lenders, many people will understand my language. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brian Movie. Please hit the subscription button, like the video, share, and say something on the comment section. Now, many people will relate to my situation or to the situation of many Kenyans out there. Not even Kenyans, Africans, SMEs, and people who are ambitious but they don't have the the financial capability. Have you found yourself with brilliant ideas? You have plans, business plans, or in fact you have a business that you are running. But then you get yourself in a position whereby you are stuck. You are so stuck that you don't know what to do next. You probably took a loan long time ago when you were still young and you are listed in the credit listing and your scorecard is very bad, and now you have this business that you need to do. You have this purchase order, you have this local service order, and you have this business opportunity and you need cash, but there's nowhere where you can get that cash from. You're stranded. How many of you can relate to a situation whereby you have an LPO to supply certain commodities and you don't have capital? So you go to somebody to give you capital and they will tell you that if you need 100,000, I'm going to give you at 20% repayable in 1 month. So if you are borrowing 100,000, you're going to refund it as 120,000 in 1 month. And probably this purchase order that you have, you're only making most of the jobs that people get, you're supposed to get 30 to 40% of the capital. So if your capital, the capital that is required is 100, you might find that the total amount of the invoice is around 130 or 140. Remember, 130 or 140 that is inclusive of VAT, there's transport costs, the delivery costs, you have an office to pay for, you have staff, and you've borrowed 100,000 and you're going to refund it as 120. So what remains to you is 20,000. With this 20,000, you deduct VAT from there, you deduct transport from there, you deduct all the logistics to make sure that this LPO is supplied from there. You literally remain with nothing. It's like you've done a free job. To make the matters worse, when you've supplied this job, they delay to pay you. Instead of them paying you in 30 days, they pay you in 60 days or 90 days. Remember, the person who financed you, they told you that that money will be, interest is 20% per month. So if at the end of that month you're supposed to pay 120 and you don't pay back the 120, they'll take their 100 plus the interest, the principal amount plus the interest. It becomes 120, and then they run again 20% of the next month of the 120. So by the time you are paid after 60 days or 90 days, the most probable thing is that you'll have gone over and above what you're supposed to pay. So you'll be paid, pay the money back to the lender in full, and also be owed more. You'll have a negative account. That is the situation. Or you have a service job, you provide cleaning services or security services, and the person that you're offering the services to, they have not paid you in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and you know you have to pay your staff every single month. So what do? You go to the lenders, the Shylocks. You get money from them. They will tell you 10% or 20% per month. By the time that institution pays you, this lender will have already made more money from you than you can never make. So you find yourself having so much total revenue, but the profit that remains back at your pocket is just so minimal. It is frustrating. It is annoying. It is bad. But again, what do we do? You're born poor. You are never given a foundation that this is the capital to run your business, or whenever you need any financial support, you just give me a call. There's nobody to do that for you. So you'll always find yourself at the mercies of rich people, people with money, taking advantage of your brains, of your abilities, and they're going to be making money. You go look for the jobs, they finance you, and they take almost all, if not all, of your profit. Many people will ask, then why don't I go to the bank? Oh, the bank. You go to the bank, you have a very good account. Your total revenue is all paid to your bank account. So your statement is nice, it's sweet, it's attractive. Then they tell you we don't give unsecured loans. We only give secured loans. So you will need a logbook, you will need a guarantor, you will need a title deed. I'm a hustler. I have nothing. I don't have any asset to guarantee me. So what happens? It's you go back to those people who've been financing you and conning you for them to give their assets to the bank so that the bank can finance you. Do you think they'll really let you do that? Of course not. They'll prefer they lend you the money so that they can continue making interests from you. So God help us. If you're a poor person, you have a brilliant mind, you're smart, you have the ambitions, and you don't have the finances, you are as good as doomed. I am not even able to tell you, my viewers, what's the remedy for this. Because I can tell you, save small until you have enough capital in your account. But for how long will you save when people are taking advantages of you? Remember, you have to eat, you have to dress, you have to pay salaries, you have to pay rent, you have to pay utilities like the internet, stationery. So what are you going to save from? If the only money that you're making, you're giving it to the rich people who are financing you. Sometimes I stay in the office and I say, I wish I could just get somebody to give me capital and not to charge me interest and to give me a good credit period. Because one thing with these people is you have to pay in 30 days, you have to pay in 14 days, you have to pay in 2 months. But if you could get a loan facility that gives you a good credit period like 12 months, 24 months, with small installments, payable installments, where you pay the installment and something remains in your pocket to feed your children, to feed your family, to pay your bills, and to progress in life. So you might find some of us so busy, very busy, working, waking up in the morning at 4 in the morning, going back late in the night at 11 in the night, yet you don't have a car, you don't have a plot, you don't even have assets because you're so busy working, but other people are taking advantage of your efforts. People are making money from you when you're making nothing. It's unfortunate. I will not tell you the remedy for this because it's currently what I'm going through and I'm still in the quagmire of trying to find a solution, trying to see what can I do about this. If I get an LPO or if I have a contract that needs capital, you cannot get the funds from the bank, and the people who finance you are back the door financiers who need high interests, who have shorter credit periods. What's the solution? Guys, say something on the comment section. I don't have an answer for this, but I know one thing for sure. If you have a brilliant mind, if you have you're smart, you have the ability to put up good business, you have a good business plan. The only thing that you don't have is the capital. The only thing that you don't have are the finances. You have the local purchase order. You're supposed to supply a certain commodity. You have the job. All you need is capital to supply and wait to be paid so that you can make your profits. But you don't have the capital. People will always take advantage of you. People will always calculate what is there for me. So help us, God, because I don't know the solution today. Say something on the comment section. You Google, you go to these sites, financiers, people support businesses. I've even gone to the youth fund. Just nonsense. You cannot reach your member of parliament, you cannot reach your senator, your governor. They are not reachable. You find yourself selling your company, selling your jobs to other people to supply so that you can maintain the name. It's quite unfortunate, but it's what some of us go through out here trying to do businesses. And then the other con people who are destroying everything for us. You borrow money in the pretense that you have an order, but then you don't have that order, so you refuse to repay that money back. That person says they'll never lend another person. You go with your problems, that person can never listen to you. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hit the subscription button, like, share, and say something on the comment section.